Number 10. The screaming black hole. You have heard the tagline. In space, no one can hear you scream. We are told space is a vacuum, so it must be silent. Well, that is mostly true, unless you are in the Perseus galaxy cluster. NASA released audio from the black hole sitting in the center of this cluster, and it is the stuff of nightmares. Here is the science. The black hole is sending out pressure waves through the hot clouds of gas surrounding it. These are literal sound waves, but do not expect a catchy pop song. This thing is humming a B-flat, but it is a B-flat about 57 octaves lower than middle C. That is a frequency a million billion times deeper than human hearing. NASA took those ripples and pitched them up so our pathetic human ears could handle it. The result sounds like a moaning wind in a haunted graveyard. It has been screaming like this for over 2 billion years. Think of it like this. The universe has a soundtrack, but instead of relaxing lo-fi beats, it is the low, constant drone of a gravitational monster digesting a star system. It is a reminder that space is not peaceful. It is violent, and it is loud. We just aren't evolved enough to hear it. Number 9. The universe breakers. We used to think we had the timeline of the universe figured out. Big Bang. Cool down. Wait a billion years. Then, baby galaxies form. Simple. Then we launched the James Webb Space Telescope. It looked back to the dawn of time just a few 100 million years after the Big Bang. Scientists expected to see tiny, messy baby galaxies. Instead, they found monsters. These galaxies are massive. They are bright. They are full of stars. They look like fully grown adults hanging out in a kindergarten class. They are so big that they challenged our standard models of cosmology. Scientists literally called them universe breakers. Now, recent data suggests our physics isn't broken, but our understanding of how stars are born was way off. These galaxies were making stars furiously fast, much faster than we thought possible. It is like finding out your toddler built a fully functional skyscraper while you were taking a nap. It shouldn't be possible. But there it is. Number 8. The zombie star. When a star explodes, that is usually the end of the show. It goes supernova. It dies. It becomes a neutron star or black hole. Credits roll. But in 2014, astronomers found a star named IPTF40 or LAS that refused to read the script. We saw it explode. We marked it as dead. But then it got brighter again. And then it dimmed. And then it got bright again. It did this 5 times over 3 years. Even weirder? Digging through old archives, they found an explosion in the exact same spot in 1954. This star exploded, survived for 60 years, and then exploded 5 more times. It is the Rasputin of stars. It just wouldn't die. The leading theory is something called a pulsational pair instability. Basically, the core gets so hot it creates antimatter, which makes the star unstable. It blows off huge chunks of itself, pretending to die, only to do it again later. It finally faded away recently. But honestly, we are too scared to check if it is actually dead. Number 7. The giant arc. Humans love finding patterns. We see faces in clouds, but sometimes the pattern is real, and it is too big to make sense. In 2021, a researcher found a curve of galaxies spanning 3.3 billion light-years. It is called the giant arc. To put that in perspective, if the Milky Way was a coin on your desk, the giant arc would be the size of your entire house. Here is the problem. According to the cosmological principle, the universe should be smooth and random on huge scales, like a bowl of oatmeal. You shouldn't find a structure this big. It is like stirring your oatmeal and finding a perfectly built Lego castle inside. The odds of this happening by random chance are incredibly low. It suggests that maybe the universe isn't as random as we think. Maybe gravity does something weird on massive scales. Or maybe there is a structure to the cosmos that we are too small to understand. Number 6. Oumuamua. In 2017, something flew through our solar system. It was named Oumuamua. It was the first object we have ever seen that came from another star system. And it was weird. First, the shape. It wasn't round like a normal asteroid. It was long and flat. Some models say it was shaped like a cigar. Others say it was like a pancake. But the scary part was how it moved. As it passed the sun, it accelerated. Now, comets do this when they heat up and shoot out gas. But Oumuamua didn't have a visible tail of gas. It just sped up. This caused a massive fight in the scientific community. Some, like Harvard's Avi Loeb, suggested it could be artificial, a light sail from an alien civilization. Most scientists today think it was likely a hydrogen iceberg or a dust bunny that was venting gas we couldn't see. But here is the reality check. A piece of another solar system flew right past our front door. We saw it late. We couldn't catch it. and now it has gone back into the dark. Number 5. The rogue planet. Imagine Earth, but turn off the sun, turn off the moon, remove all the stars. Just pitch black darkness. Forever. That is the reality for a planet named PSO J318-522. This is a rogue planet. It has no parent star. It is an orphan, floating alone in the void about 80 light-years away. It is 6 times heavier than Jupiter, and it is basically a giant lava lamp. The planet is hot from its own internal energy. The clouds are made of hot dust and molten metal. It literally rains liquid iron in the dark. The terrifying part? We think there are billions of these things. Planets get kicked out of their solar systems all the time during formation. They are drifting through the Milky Way right now. Invisible. Silent. One could be drifting near our solar system, and we wouldn't see it until it blocked out the stars. Number 4. The Boots Void. Space is usually full of stuff. Galaxies, gas, dust. But 700 million light-years away, there is a sphere of space that is wrong. This is the Boots Void, also known as the Great Nothing. It is massive, 330 million light-years across. If you were in the middle of it, you wouldn't see any stars. You would think you were the only thing in existence. Statistically, a space this size should have thousands of galaxies. The Boots Void has about 60. It is emptier than a gym on New Year's Day. Scientists think this happened because smaller empty spots merged together over billions of years. A super void. But it is an uncomfortable reminder. The universe is not evenly spread out. There are vast cold deserts where nothing exists, and this one is the biggest desert of them all. Number 3. The cold spot. When we look at the heat left over from the Big Bang, the universe is remarkably the same temperature everywhere, except for one spot. In the southern sky, there is a massive patch that is significantly colder than it should be. It is called the CMB cold spot. This thing is huge, and our standard physics models struggle to explain it. The odds of it being a random fluke are really low. The leading theory? It is a supervoid, even bigger than the Boots Void. A gap in the universe so big, it sucked the energy out of the light passing through it. But there is a wilder mathematical possibility. Some theorists suggest it could be a bruise, evidence that our universe bumped into another universe in a multiverse bubble bath billions of years ago. We probably can't prove that. But just the fact that a bruise on reality is a valid scientific discussion shows you how weird this thing is. Number 2. The Dipole Repeller. For years, we knew our galaxy was moving. We are being pulled toward a massive cluster of galaxies. But recently, scientists mapped the flow of the local universe and found something even scarier. We aren't just being pulled. We are being pushed. Behind us, there is a massive region of space that is totally empty. It is effectively a void. In space, gravity pulls. But an empty void doesn't pull. So, relative to everything else, it acts like it is pushing us away. We call it the Dipole Repeller. Think of it like this. We are running away from a ghost. We are sandwiched between a monster pulling us in the front and a giant nothingness pushing us from behind. It means our entire galaxy is surfing a gravitational wave, fleeing from a dead spot in the universe at over 1,000,000 miles per hour. Number 1. The Great Attractor. So, where are we running to? We are crashing toward a point called the Great Attractor. For decades, this was a mystery because it is hidden behind the dust of our own Milky Way. We could feel the gravity, but we couldn't see what was doing the pulling. It terrified astronomers. Something invisible was reeling us in. Now, with X-ray telescopes, we know what it is. It is a monstrous supercluster of galaxies, a mass equal to a quadrillion suns. But here is the twist. The Great Attractor isn't the finish line. It is moving too. It is falling towards something even bigger called the Shapley supercluster. It is a cosmic food chain. We are being eaten by the Great Attractor. The Great Attractor is being eaten by Shapley. And because the universe is expanding, we will never actually reach them. The space between us is growing faster than we can fall. So we are forever falling toward a monster we will never meet, caught in a gravitational current that is dragging us into the dark. Sleep tight.